In this video, let's reveal the ultimate system of improving English listening skills. Have you ever wondered, after so many years of English learning, acing so many exams and memorizing a lot of vocab, you still struggle with English listening? It is actually not about your vocab or your grammar. It is all about your ears. I have been training my ears to understand English for years, and I could honestly say that they can understand as many words as I can do with my eyes. This has laid the foundation for me working as an interpreter, being able to understand more than 10,000 words with my ears. In this video, I would like to tell you everything I did to make that happen. So let's get into this. The first step is what I call familiarizing. This means connecting the words your eyes already know with the sounds your ears can pick up. Sort of like combining listening and reading. To do this, we need materials that come with bilingual subtitles or accurate captions, so we can read as we listen, thereby having a review of the words you already know by reading. For a lot of students, especially adults who received an education, reading is not actually a big issue, which means that words are already there, except they can't be captured by the ears. This is why the first step, familiarizing, is important. To me, this process feels like opening a gift box or meeting an old friend. When I hear a word in a video that I've only read in a textbook or something like that, it is very exciting to finally hear how it is actually pronounced and in real world, with tone, emotion, and accent, with gesture, or a lot of things that come with it. The second step is what I call pairing. In this process, I take something my ear can pick up and sort of seal it into my brain. Some people tell me that when they practice listening with subtitles, they end up just reading that subtitles instead of just listening to the passage. So this step solves that problem by connecting your ears to your brain. Here's how I do it. Once I know most of the details of a passage or a video, I can just ditch that subtitles away and even just listen to that video on the background as I do something else. I had this little routine. I liked going for a walk around my campus when I was in college. And doing those walks, I always had my earphones on, listening to a podcast, watching a video that I have visited with subtitles. That means I know what words I'm expecting, right? And I wait for the words to show up. I will remember how the word is pronounced exactly in a real context. I listened to a video today and I will revisit that video maybe a few days later. That sort of created a kind of a spaced practice, and which is so effective as I mentioned in this video. And with several rounds of listening, I strengthened the mental connection between recognizing a word and recalling its sound pattern, so that the recognition becomes nearly automatic or even unconscious. Now, if you find yourself distracted during the process, try to imitate the speech quietly as you listen to it, and just to move your mouth around and move your mouth along the video, shadow the rhythm, and you will definitely see magical things happen. Now we come to this third step, the final step, which I call going out. The third step is to tackle a problem where you realize that you struggle to listen to a difficult passage for the first time, even with a lot of practices for the first steps. From my experience, I can give you several tips to tackle that problem. First, do intensive listening training. Take a few sentences from a real passage, play them again and again until you can catch every single word. Write down what you hear, then check the transcript to see where you got wrong. Second, stay sensitive and always record what you learn. For example, when I'm watching a video and come across a phrase that I don't know, I rewind, turn on the subtitles, and look at that phrase and record it. Sometimes I do not record if I believe I would never forget that phrase, but keeping sensitive to language is important. Third, recycle your learned words in a new context. If you have picked up a word from a certain passage, try to find another audios or videos using that same word in different ways. For example, look up a phrase and a word in a dictionary app where you get sentences from other contexts that include the same word. Try to listen to these sentences. Notice how it sounds in a different accent, in a different context, or in different way people stress it. That helps you move from, well, I know this word, to I can understand it anywhere. Okay, to wrap up this video, let's talk about why listening matters the most in English learning. It is often the most ignored skills in classroom, yet I believe it is the foundation of everything. Strong listening builds a solid base for speaking. As you absorb sounds and patterns through your ears, they naturally transfer into your output in your mouth. That's how speaking develops. And speaking is what separates an ordinary user from an advanced one. It's psychological. We keep doing what feels rewarding, and when English learning becomes meaningful to you, you will naturally stick to it. If you can achieve a high level in language learning, if you can achieve a high level of comprehension, all the other skills will follow. So yeah, that's what I learned from how practicing listening can make a difference to one's English proficiency overall. So yeah, this is Shawny English here. This is the end of the video. Happy learning, and I will see you in the next video.